but we're gonna share the window, entire screen. Yes. Okay. All right. So we have a few things to talk about today. Today we're gonna be doing our big old art show, but I'm gonna be actually doing the field trip coming up, and so today is the day you have to be here to sign up. If you guys are listening online, which you should be, or you can be, I sent this paperwork to you guys over the inbox in your email. So you should have gotten it in your email, but I have paperwork here, so I'm just going to go pass it down and around. We'll so we'll do this all together here. Kind of have to fill it in a little bit. But we'll be going to the local park right down the street. As long as there's no problems with the city or whatever, I don't know. This is my first time doing a field trip, so things might change. But we're gonna try this. It's gonna be fun. Go. And worst comes to worst with the pain in the butt. All right, but we'll be going over to Don Nade Park. It's really nice, huh? Yeah, it's got a canyon. I don't actually. It's a nice park though. There's a few spots with good shade, lots of grass, lots of ducks, geese, wonderful subjects for shadow and light. Yeah, it's right by the target. It's like 8 minutes from here. Oh, okay. So, I'm trying to think something really close to you. We'll be going right over there. I'll meet up over by the parking lot over there. It's a big park, so they have a large parking lot. Yeah, right over there. Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna go over there, we got the parking lot, and they have a large, like, event area that's under shade, that we're welcome to sit by, and I'll probably start the concept there. I'm gonna kind of scope it out a bit more. Yes. Yeah. So we could be sketching and painting the dinosaurs, the library. This was kind of nature's water today, yeah. I hope people have sketchbook or paper today? Yeah? Okay, good, good. And a pen. So basically what we're signing here is saying that we'll be driving to Don Nate Park, having class there. No, this is in 3 weeks. This is November 4th. Yeah, we'll wear some sweaters, and there's gonna be an overhang. So, huh? When it says destination description of activity, you can put Don Nabe Park. Let's get down the actual address. There we are. Oh. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let me see. Oh, then it would be the day after. It's in. Oh, the 5th. The 5th. Sorry. So. So I'm gonna go put down the address here. And Don Nabe. I'm just putting Don Nabe Park, and then putting the address. So DONKNAB, and I'm just putting park. I'm not putting the whole community regional park. That's silly. Huh? Yeah, we'll be painting. Yes. So Don Nate Park, and then for the address, I'm putting 19700 Bloom, like the flower, Field Avenue. And that's Cerritos. Oh boy, running out of space here. And then departure date is November. That's 11/5/25. And that's going to be at 1 p.m. And we'll go put the time of the class ending. Of course, we can leave probably earlier. 4:50 p.m. For the time returning. And that's the same day, of course, 11/5/25. We're not going to stay there overnight. I don't think we'll be doing camping. And sponsor in charge, that would be me, Bryce, BRYCE, Geyer, GIER. My name again, BRYCE, Geyer, GIER. Yeah. And of course, I'm a teacher, instructor, whatever you want to put. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm good. Okay. And then it says type of transportation. You'll be going other, and you'll be driving yourself. Yep. If you need to check that, please do. Yeah. If anyone needs extra time to fill in your health instructions or doctor needs or anything like that, go ahead and email that to me or message me on the what's it called? Yeah, so just let me know about that. So the address is right on the screen here. 19700 Broomfield Avenue, Cerritos, California. 90. So that's gonna be this one right here. That's the one with the big old sign on it, and you can sign your name. And any of that. And then the second one, it's basically saying that you're not going to sue us, right? So be sure to put your initials next to each and every one of these numbers and your full signature at the bottom. And of course, your ID number. What was it? Yes. So you got to put your initials like that. All that stuff. Yeah, I think the first one, that telephone number is referring to your number. I think so. Because it's not really saying our number. Oh, wait, no, it says down here, down at the bottom, it says work phone and home phone. So I guess that's for you. And if you, I don't think we need a parent or guardian name, but maybe you do. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry? It's 11:05.
Today's date is 10:15.
You have to put ID number?
It looks like it, yes.
How about name?
Yes. The same time as the class, just put whatever the 1 to 4:50. Of course, we'll probably end up kind of finishing earlier or whatnot. Yeah. This is just for the first field trip. Huh? Oh, yeah. Here. Here we go. You know what? I've been filling this out. This doesn't have any. This should all be good. So just put your name and stuff on the top, and then sign it at the bottom there.
Thank you.
I have it on my phone. ID number.
Yes. So that's gonna be 10/15/2025. Yeah. Number. I don't know if I need one. I don't think so. I'm gonna be filling out another thing. So. Um, you you should be you should have it either through your email or through the school uh, website whenever you sign into it. I don't have it on my attendance. I might have it on. Let me see what I can do.
Yeah, it's not on the schedule. The admission. Obviously, the admission.
Uh, Student ID number. Uh, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna see if I can get your ID number. I don't think so though. I don't know. I can't get it. You're gonna have to go through the school. All right, beautiful. Cool. So I'll go ahead and take it when you're all done. Pass it to your friends. Good teamwork. Beautiful handwriting. Nice. Does anyone need more time with the uh, with like uh, signing up and everything? Do you need more time for?
Well, I thought that you had help, I should have helped. You put the emergency number on the bottom. Should I give you, if something happened to you, you have to help. Just put up the official.
Nobody's talking. Hey.
Daughter from, yeah.
Okay, cool. Wow. Uh, Put your initials next to all those numbers there. Make sure you're going to be a good person. Understood. No. Uh, oh, oh, oh. Yeah, John. Just John made part. I think would be enough. Yeah, here. You want to put that there. Oh, it's just what I'm saying in class.
Yeah, but I'm.
So where it says Cajun Premiere,
Yeah.
put Don made part.
Oh,
Just for the location.
that's the next one.
I think it's your number. Oh, I don't. I think so. I think it's the. Um. Well. Do you have it in your email? The school should have. No, never. Uh,
Oh, nice. Beautiful.
Well, I'll see what I can do. I don't know how important it is.
I know. But whatever I told you from the back, it was like
Yeah. So I'll take the paper without it. It's
Take
better
it.
than
You want me
nothing.
to bring it to you, or you
Yeah, I'll take
collect
it. Yeah. So I'll come around.
I think I'm perfect. Yes.
Good. I know. Okay. Don't forget to put down John H. Park for your destination.
Yeah, good.
It just says Kingston.
Oh,
John H. Park.
Downey or D, what's that?
DONKANADE. Here.
John is your.
There it is.
Oh,
Yeah, so you guys don't forget to put down for the location.
John Nobby. It's okay. Community. You know, I used to live in Cyprus. There's a nice cafe that's built that on Cerritos. On Cerritos, in Cerritos. Right up in when you move, what are you eating? Ice? Ice that run like coffee. I was late, so I made the coffee. So I had it there. Yes. I said, I hope my dog doesn't go and lick it. Was it one of those? Because not everything like I knew grind it. It was more expensive except for that. So I bought an all together from grind it. I was
You all done there? Ooh, bring some. Oh, did you make it yourself? Are you guys good? You guys good? Okay. Oh, quick. You were like the first one. All right, good stuff.
It's almost done.
I'll wait. I'll wait. I'm in the middle of stuff.
I left my picture there.
Okay. Good. Thank you. Okay. Just don't worry about it. I'll grab it Mhm.
What's your name? Patty? Oh, good job, good job. Oh,
All right, guys. So we're gonna get started. I wanted to super quickly go over um, I wanted to go over really quickly the elements and the principles of design. Something that either is on our mind or will be. So, I mean, yeah. So, uh, things that make up all artwork out there is the elements. So, the elements of design uh, are these seven subjects in artwork. So, there you go. Damn, this is helpful. Cool. Got an image. So for the element of design, it's basically what makes up your artwork. So when we kind of take apart the artwork, there's going to be elements. What do we stick together with glue? Um, so we have line, um, where you know things like literal lines of what direction are your lines moving when you're drawing them down, or maybe they're um, between somebody's eyesight or something like that. So like if you look at a piece like this by Gustave Doré's group, you can see that there's a solid line pointing down at the earth at an angle. So it kind of feels like this man's falling and pointing down. So there's a solid line in this work. There's also shape, as in, you know, uh, are there going to be shapes on the inside that are pointy and sharp that aren't so huggable? Like this is definitely one to kind of learn from shape here, where the shape of her head is very oval, and you can see kind of patterns of these kind of oval shapes in the background, in her necklace, circles in her shirt that all kind of match uh, possibly her kind of look. And then he's very kind of square, maybe straight lines, very square shapes here. Um, this is American Gothic by Grant Wood. So yeah, fantastic. Um, and then there's form. Does your work look three-dimensional? Does it feel like you can live in this world? You can walk around it. How is there form? So you can see that one side of his face is in shadow, one side of his face is in light. Same with her. Um, you know, there's shadows and perspective going on. Perspective is a huge thing that we've been focusing on as far as form goes, and it's a huge help to see it, especially here. This is by another artist, MC Wyatt, where you have that kind of perspective, those hard shadows, that light and that dark. Um, So, you have form working at the same time that you have those flat shapes of how do you place it onto what you call a composition. Composition just means where did everything go on purpose or on accident. We got space. This is a great example of space. You know, did you choose to make your main characters really small and give all this space up here in the sky because that's more important, and it also makes your main characters or focal points feel smaller compared to the sky? You know, like how are you placing maybe that horizon line? We're talking about that. You know, is that horizon line lower or is it higher? How are you using that space? Are you looking down into the ground? Are you looking up into the sky? Is it right in the middle? So we got space. And we got texture. Let's see. Another one. I mean, this is good on texture. Yeah, we'll look at this one. So how are you using maybe your brush strokes? Are you using a lot of water? Or are you painting very thinly? Or are you painting really thick? Right? You see with this artist, this is basically the canvas. It's very thin. But then as you look up higher, maybe he's painting thicker and thicker towards certain parts of the painting, like maybe the highlight of his teeth or of his neck shirt or something like that. You know, certain parts that might be thicker painted. Yeah. Or is there no texture at all? Is it just flat and graphic? Like this? You know, or is there a smooth face or is it a rough face? Certain textures that, you know, can tell a lot. Value. That's where we can go into that Gustave Doré's work. Oh, such a bad picture of it. But you can really see how value, where he's pushing these absolute shadows over here in this land of darkness, so that way this light area can really shine bright. You know, it's kind of stuff you can kind of find and see in people's work, even if you're not thinking about it. Because I haven't taught this, you do it. Like even if you're not thinking about it, you do it, and maybe you naturally kind of curve towards an element. Like, oh, I really like shape, or I really like texture, or I really like color. You know, can kind of pay attention to it. Yeah, yeah. He's flying from the sky. I think he's like a fallen angel. He does a bunch of like mythical stories. This is all black and white line. This is etched on. This is a prince lithographs. So this whole teams of artists doing this. And of course, color. You know, are these colors working together? Do they fight against each other? Does it feel harmonious? Like here, this feels very harmonious, right? Uh, Kind of these colors. You know, he's got some green and some reds. We talked about complementaries, kind of how they contrast and kind of fight against each other. But this isn't like a shocking piece of work that kind of hurts your eyes. It's very toned down colors. You know, it's very desaturated. It's a little more natural feeling, right? So this sky isn't a bright, powerful blue like a kid would draw it. It's very toned down. Um, you know, he's not wearing a bright blue thing. And it all kind of toned down a bit, but I mean, at the time that he painted this, you know, compared to other paintings, very bright. Or maybe there's no color at all. Yeah, very few colors here. And then you can also see how possibly they could use color to make things stand out. So in this painting, it's like mostly white, blue, maybe a little bit of yellow or pink in there. But this girl's sweater and this little bucket there, real bright, real in your face. Whereas these colors over here are muted. So you can use those kind of colors to kind of make things a little less important so that other things become more important, or maybe some things can hide, kind of camouflage even. Like he's making this giant back there camouflage. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's what you say. This is better than in the clouds.
There's a giant.
Oh,
There's a giant in the clouds. He's totally camouflaged. Look at that. See it? He's got a big old bat in his arms. I love NC Wyeth. He's one of my favorite artists. He uses a lot of shape in his work too. You know, you can kind of see repeating patterns of shapes. He'll repeat over and over again, like, you know, you kind of see hump, 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 kind of that kind of texture. And it's the same shape as these kids' heads. And it's like the same shape as, I don't know, you see it returning over and over again. Maybe even smaller clouds have that same kind of shape where it's like a bump, bump, bump. You see that? Like the shape of these kids' heads and going over and over and over. It repeats again over here. Bump, bump, bump. It reminds me of those kids' heads over there. It's pretty cool. And that goes into principles of art, which is how you use those elements, which I'm talking about. You know, it goes into balance. You know, does it feel balanced? Contrast, you know, all this stuff here. I don't think we need to focus too much on this. I mean, this is all very helpful, but for those maybe advanced students, you can use this for sure. And this is just ways to kind of use in your works to make them interesting. Literally, all art is professional, beginning. I mean, this is just a way to make your art go from studies and things that you're learning from into works of art that are much more interesting and you can do more with it. So, you know, you can look at balance, you know, contrast, emphasis, hierarchy. Yeah, so I think so. Hierarchy kind of goes into, let's see, this one. This one's so perfect. Hierarchy kind of goes into what do you see first? What do you see last? Even though this giant is taking over the whole image here, you see it last because that's the hierarchy. He wants you to see the kids, and he wants you to look at the kids and be like, what are the kids looking at? And then you kind of move your way around. And there's a whole flow to that. How do you move your eyes around? So there's a hierarchy here. So the hierarchy is this girl's little sweater. That's where you start. Yeah. And then as you keep on moving on, you start looking upward and you're moving up, and then you start seeing it once you start looking. But he makes sure that's the last thing you see. I know, yeah. 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 Hierarchy is really helpful. White space, I've never heard that, but I mean, I guess that goes into space. Unity, you know, that definitely goes into, you know, unity. Oh, yes. Yeah. Variety, definitely. You know, like, you know, what variety kind of goes into, you know, like these brush strokes are kind of crazy, or this rock's not the same, it's not too repetitive, there's a random tree in the way, and it breaks into that. They paint that tree right in front of that building. Like, you can do that. Like, that breaks that variety. You know, it's not too, like, monotonous. And is there a cow in there? It's his coat. So that he's just really playing with shape there. It's like a big, almost turtle of a shell. I mean, it's kind of what his character is in a way. Yeah, it's a shadow. but it's really playing around with that shadow shape, kind of guiding your eye around. So there's even more line in here too. Yeah. Yes. This is all part of Treasure Island. So he did these massive paintings for this illustrated book, right around the age of like getting these printed for the first time in full color. Um, but he was the father of Andrew White. I don't know if you knew that, but he's a famous illustrator, uh, giving birth to a family of artists and illustrators that were just world, just amazing artists. A proportion, kind of. This is another good example of proportion. It's find it so fascinating that this monster behemoth is all the way far away, so large compared to the kids. Um, yeah, or the proportion of this couple is much closer to you, so it's much larger in your point of view, versus the house is much smaller. Seems like they're almost living modestly because their house is so small compared to them. Maybe you can read into it, especially that little barn. It's very small, it's just like a man cave almost, like he's got his own little space to kind of. Well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably. I mean, this was during the Depression era. This was around the same time. So, um, yeah. Repetition. Again, you can see it here. You know, with her, we talked about that already. It's so interesting when you talk about one thing, you always are talking about something else. It always touches base in all of this. So, whenever you kind of have a hard time making your artwork look interesting or anything, have these written down somewhere, and just post it. I have it taped in front of my desk, so uh, I'll have these posted up here. I'm going to ask you guys to write about the work that you have brought in today, or the work that you've been working on. Again, it's all about progress and process and learning from your artworks. That's the only way to work. That's the only way to learn is by making some failures, being fearless with your failures. Um, like be proud of it, because to fail is to live bravely. And you being here today working on art is pretty brave. It's pretty cool. So let's get out some paper and pens. You guys got paper and pens out? We're gonna write about our own works, and after we show them, um, we'll we'll kind of we'll kind of we'll be a critic to somebody else, but I'm gonna kind of make it optional. So if you don't want to be critiqued today, you don't have to be. Okay? This is a safe place. So if you're not ready for critiques, if you're not ready for someone to talk about your work, I'm not going to force it this time. But if you are, I'll probably just go from the last person that was that from the last person who went. All right. So there are a few questions. Here it is. You guys ready? Okay. Well, go ahead, get your paper out. Newbies, you're chilling. So you're good. Oh, you want to write on your phone? Okay, that's okay. If you want to email them to me. Okay. What kind of phone do you have? iPhone. Type C charger. I might be able to hook it up to the TV. Is it a new phone? It should work. Yeah. So we go up.
I'm not going to get out.
That's okay.
I would like to be the center of attention. Definitely, I don't want to be the center.
Talk about what stands out to you. You can talk about all of your works, or you can just choose one. Something, a work that maybe made you think, or maybe you get out of your comfort zone. Those are the works that you really want to talk about, even though they might not have been the prettiest work that you've done. The ones that you might have learned the most are going to be the easiest to talk about. All right, you guys ready? Ready? Okay. No, this is just gonna be for you, and we're gonna talk about it with the class.
Right? Or what?
I'm gonna say the questions right now. All right. So, do we have the paper and pens out?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. So, first question. This is why I asked. Okay. You need paper? Oh, sure. Yep. Here you go. Anyone else? I'm just going to use the back end of this. Just ignore the back side of this. Anyone else need paper?
I don't want to use one. It's good. Yeah. I think I just said it. You do have it. I'm sure you do. I know. I just didn't get that anyway. I just came out of I wouldn't have chosen
Oh. I was like, oh, congratulations.
Nobody knows.
Yes. Okie dokie. So, all right, you guys ready? All right. So, first question: what process or new skill did you use and learn in your art? Should I write it down? I'll write it down. I'm just gonna kind of. That'd be cool. Okay. What? Yeah. New process / skill did you use or play around with this semester? Too hard? Okay. Too hard? No, how about this? I'm sorry. I'm like writing down because I had so many questions in my head. Like I'm trying to. Okay, let's start with something easy. What artwork are you most proud of? Of your own work. What was it? Talk about it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we had what artwork are you most proud of? What was it? The second one was what was the biggest challenge that you overcame and how? There had to have been some time in your artwork where you had a difficulty that you had to overcome. So you can kind of talk about that. And if you're not too in depth, this is kind of kickoff points. I want you guys to talk about this with the whole class. So you can kind of do bullet points if you want to. It doesn't have to be an essay or anything like that. So what was the biggest challenge that you overcame and how? All right. You ready for number 3? Okay. Well, it's all on the board. Okay. Oh, you don't need to write the question. You can just put 1, 2, or 3. How about that? That'll make your life easy. 1, 2, and 3. What else? What am I missing? Line. Form. I think I'm missing one more. Texture, space, form, shape, line. Oh, color. Okay. Are we ready for number 3? So, with the biggest challenge? No, that was number 2. Oh, okay. Well, extra credit. Okay, so the actual 3. What elements of design do you feel is your strength? After we just kind of learned them. I have them written up on the board here. Value, shape, space, texture, line, form, color. And then the second part to that question is, what would you like to hone in on this coming semester? Hone in, like center on, something to focus on, something to have in your head the most moving forward. My phone. Okay. Yes, we'll be talking about it with the whole class. And this should be the last question here. 4, and if you have extra credit, it's 5. The last question is, would you like any feedback? And if so, is there anything you need help with? Try to hone in on something. You can talk about the elements of design, but you can also talk about um, I don't know, just kind of choose one or two things. Okay. Cool. Doing good. Think we're ready? Yeah? Should we take a quick break? And then, yeah? All right. Okay. So we'll go take a quick break. Should we be back by 2:30? 2:35? 2:30. All right. Sounds good. All right. We'll be back at 2:30. 2:30. So, Julio. All right. I'm gonna get some food. I haven't gotten any yet. Please say hi to some new students. Did you want to test?
Value is always in politics now. Yeah, now I'm learning that yes, value is very important. Isn't it pretty? I haven't finished it. Now there's so much to do. Like the arm, I haven't finished that, and I have to make a little smear. Now I'm looking at it, but I love colors. My favorite is color. The more color, the more good. I just I'm talking about that color, the that's already. I know, yours is completely different. Yours is more natural. I don't like it. Mine is so natural. Mine is real. I like to make something out of real. So I'm giving it to you. I didn't know that, but I need more expression. Right? Expression. I like it when I yeah. Ah, you good. Who won't recommend you?
No worries, right? Yeah, I'll
I like it too, but I don't I'll see you this week.
All right. I need to get the food.
That's what you want. I like it so much. I always like anything that's sugar. interesting, but we didn't have. I love it more like a bread type of thing. Yeah. Not pepper? We like to the neighbor what you have is very difficult. But I heard friends giving out and already know.
What is this called?
It's we made it.
Oh.
You can buy it from Credit, it has vegetables and all sorts of.
You warmed it up. You like bold it? So good. I love it.
I guess,
Oh, right. Well, that's why we talk about it. So,
how do you make it stand out?
you have to share it. Yeah, I don't think all of you have it.
No, it's just flowers. I think I have no. It stands out.
Yeah.
So then I lose it. So I just feel like I'm still really stand out. The flowers.
You might be surprised that a lot of people, including myself, has felt the same way.
Oh, I know. I need to
So,
go to the
I like it.
Yeah.
just like I just like it's out.
Like you have a love color after color after color.
If I don't have that shell, kind of like to do it. So long.
Sure. We're all here to help though, so, maybe the next art show. Oh, Okay. Time, guys.
Yes, everything. So I'm always looking for a new thing. No, this is one of my sons had it. I said, work together. He said, good pull. So I went there, it was a last year's thing. It was a last fall. It was always the last thing. Yeah, it was my son. This one died, but we like that. Oh, not I.
All right, guys. So we're gonna be starting our little art show. Intel. Definitely more art show than critique today. How many people do we have today? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. That's so helpful. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So everybody's gonna have about 7 minutes to show their art. People who are new here just gonna enjoy the show. See what we have been up to. Um, sounds good. Uh, so yeah, so I'll have a timer on for. Yeah, we'll just go 5 minutes. And that should be okay for everybody to have their turn. So once the timer's up, um, we'll kind of open it up possibly to the other students if you want feedback or need help with anything. Again, we're here to help the students. We're here to help each other. Um, Opinions are kind of secondary. I don't want to know if you like it. I don't want to know if you don't like it. I know it's so. Okay, I've already said it that I like some stuff. I need to not, but like we're gonna kind of hold back on that and kind of say, you know, uh, what do we see strengths? Like what talk about maybe one of the elements or um, certain things that you've used in the past with learning or maybe just mindset, just things that have helped you push through difficulties in your artwork. That's the sort of stuff that really helps people, not really saying I like it or I don't like it. That doesn't really help people unless we really need it. We can ask for it. But honestly, sometimes we need it. Sometimes we're just like, does anyone like my work? Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. So, does somebody want to go first, or should I just go random? All right. Okay, we got Sharon. Let's go. Here, I'm gonna set it up. She's got it on her phone.
Set it up. I haven't finished it.
No, it's actually perfect. We want to talk about it. In fact, we want to have the artworks that aren't finished. That's gonna be even more helpful.
Everybody.
She's waiting for.
I don't mind.
Okay. Oh, it doesn't fit.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I thought it would. I can email it to myself. Okay. I'm just gonna do that with your phone. Okay.
I have to learn how to do it. I knew it. I don't know. I haven't done it so much. Yes, I can do it.
Scroll down. Highlight the artwork that you want to share with me. Okay. Well, since you're figuring that out, did somebody else want to help? Okay, cool.
Well, I didn't do other I forgot to do stuff.
Okay.
Or you could
Good. Then the people on YouTube will be able to see it. Which, for those who are new in the class, I stream on YouTube during class. I don't share anybody's faces or information. But if you ever have to miss class for whatever reason, medical, anything, all the classes are recorded, public domain, so you can just kind of watch. On that's where I record. YouTube is just where I record things. So here I am. Hello. Oh gosh. Yeah. So it's on computer. You can get it on Roku if you have it, but you can watch it live or record it if you miss class.
What's your address?
It's doing art good. I send it to the class every week. I send an email.
I know.
That's why I send the email. Doing art good. It's kind of funny. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go pull up her artwork and we'll look at Sharon's. Sherry, sorry. Okay. All right. Did you send it? I don't know if you sent it.
I didn't do anything.
Oh. Okay, I did send it.
Yes, I did.
It's sending. It's just taking some time. All right. Well, we'll move on to the next person. Okay.
Why is it foggy?
I don't know. It's just random.
Considered a bit of a triumph because years ago I got crushed in a catastrophic car accident. Almost died, so my hand was crushed completely. And to be able to draw anything from that took a lot of work. So sometimes I have trouble with the kind of details that I used to do so easily. It's and sometimes it comes out a little rougher than but So what that is that's like a giant. So there's saguaro cactuses. I think that's more of an elephant cactus, and they can last for over 100 years, 200 years. They can get to heights of up to 63 feet or more. Some of them can weigh thousands of pounds. Like they're bigger than you would think. And then I just kind of wanted to show nature's, permanence over man's impermanence. Because there's a man, in the background taking a picture, and he's got a boat, but he looks kind of insignificant compared to this probably 200-year-old, elephant cactus. And you see the background and the gorgeous sun and it kind of makes me think that, this is what the cactus kind of see. If the cactus had a life, and this is what they're seeing day in and day out for maybe a century or a century and a half, 2 centuries, and it's just how insignificant man is compared to maybe God's word. So that's what I was going for.
What is the location? The desert?
Yeah, it's supposed to be in the desert, and there's supposed to be like like an ocean in the background.
Yeah.
So, but it's not completely finished. Yeah, but it's almost. I didn't quite finish the ocean part, but like you can see, this is this is the man, right?
Yeah.
And he's like him in the background. He might be taking a picture of the cactus. Like he's got a little camera, but I wanted more of an old-fashioned man, so hence the old-fashioned clothing.
Oh, okay.
And that's his little boat. And there's like the sun in the background, but I wanted to make that minor because usually when there's a sunrise or a sunset in the picture, it takes it over. And I wanted it more from this being like huge and dominant, and the cactus just like being like this gorgeous thing that for maybe 200 years, and how everything kind of fades into the background. We used to have magnificent these things are in real life. They're enormous, like 60 feet, thousands of pounds, just big.
Yes.
So that's what that is.
Have you ever heard of like Chinese calligraphy paintings of like those massive mountain scenes and people are very small?
Yeah.
Very similar meanings. I don't know if there's a correlation there.
I haven't seen them, but I think maybe because
Yeah.
I was trying to think that we seem like we feel like we're dominant on the scene. We don't really have long lifespans. I mean, if we're lucky, most people maybe reach 70 or 80. And, these cactuses routinely reach centuries, multiple centuries, and we do so much damage in the short time on Earth that we're here. And then we just kind of fade away. So that's kind of why he's lying and he's in the background.
It's a terrific feeling. Yeah, I love the concept. So about the questions, did any of those questions like stand up you want to talk about? Or,
I kind of wanted to put more detail on the cactus, but then I did, but I didn't because it seemed to take away from it. I wanted to just be like this powerful force in the picture, so I made it dark. I wanted the focal point, and I wanted the background. I actually did the sunset, or the sunset a little bit lighter, and then friend told me now you need to darken it up a little bit, but don't make it too dark because it's going to take away. So I deliberately wanted the sunset in the background, making the cacti, the giant cacti, the focal point.
So
Just
cool.
just magnificent, and when it's.
Cool.
Did you draw it from somewhere, or you just on your mind?
I saw like a passing advertisement, and I completely changed it. So mostly for my mind, but yeah, I did find an advertisement.
What bothered me though is I still have trouble getting some of the fine detail working because like I have a titanium plate and I had surgery on my hand and I can't lift the one finger up. So trust me, it does make a difference, but I still wanted to do the art.
Mm. So do you feel like that was your biggest challenge that you've overcome in
Yeah.
your artwork for sure?
Doing the fine detail work, and
Mm.
overcoming the process of the strokes because before my hand got crushed, I didn't have any of that. Like if
Yeah.
I could show you, even when I did my signature, like on my checks, my bank made me go in and prove my identity because my signature after getting my hand crushed was so different from before that I had to prove who I was.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I do think though, like just overcoming the courses of my strokes because I have all the ideas. I won awards for doing like thought provoking paintings, but I hate the coarseness that I now have like with the brush the brush strokes and sometimes having a hard time doing the detail work because it comes out of my head perfectly, but my hand is I got hurt really badly, so sometimes it doesn't always translate over to my lines. So I've been practicing. Oh yeah, another one. Another started the cactus on the back of it.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you kind of did one, kept going, overcame. You're like maybe it's not so pretty. Keep on going. Try it again, and then you're like, I got it this time. It just twice, literally. Yeah. So many artists will have the same story where they'll for some reason lose an artwork or something falls apart or maybe their house burns down and they have to do it again. And the second time they do it, they're like all frustrated. Oh, I have to do this all over again. And then they do it, and it's like they get it done in half the time, and it looks twice as good. It's so true. So
And then this one, this is
it looks like we're out of time.
Okay.
So yeah, if you want to say it quick.
Oh yeah. So this one was one of the exercises we had in class, but I really liked it because it kind of reminded me of George Orwell's 1984, like where everything's kind of like the people are kind of faceless and shapeless, and the system is more important than the people in it. If you notice, like the system overpowers the people.
That's great.
Who are
I
shadows.
feel like feeling and mood definitely is something that you're strong with, and that is very important in your work. And I think that's a good thing to have in your work for sure. I try to add more mood into my work too. So yeah, but thank you so much. Alrighty, we'll just kind of go along the line. We'll kind of snake around. Does anyone need to go first? Like, does anyone need to leave early or anything like that? Okay, I should have asked that first. Okay. Let's see. Pictures. It would be here. Looks like not. I did not. Do you? Could you try one more time, maybe? I don't know.
Well, if you don't, I can just show this.
Yeah, I think that'll be good. We could just talk about one, and the questions will pertain to all of your work.
That was nice though.
Yeah.
That play with the fancy play.
All right, we'll go for this one. This is a work in progress, which is great because we can see how you're thinking through your artwork. So that's very interesting and very helpful for a lot of people. So I'm gonna go start the timer for 5 minutes here. Everyone gets 5 minutes. Huh?
We have 2 minutes.
Well, yeah, 2 minutes because
You
we
can talk about it.
sometimes people like to talk more, but
Yeah.
some not so much. That's fine. So, Art, Sharon, all yours. Feel free to talk about the questions. Or definitely the second half of the questions.
I just love the color.
Mm.
The name color, color, the happy area. I add that to the saving book.
Oh,
I
nice.
didn't have that. I said, oh, maybe she's looking at this saving book.
Yeah.
But I haven't finished this, and I believe the picture, she's a lot thinner. I have to somehow give it more shadow. what you call it, value.
Mm.
Maybe give more value to show more of the waistline. I'm
Mm.
thinking that waistline needs a little more shadow. Though I haven't finished. The arm also needs a little work. Um, that's not my favorite one. I have another one.
Okay.
Favorite, but
So what was the biggest challenge that you've overcome with just in this last semester?
remember I was asking you, I like to show her that she is back. She's looking back.
Mm.
And you said, oh, just finish the hair.
Oh.
And I did, and they look better.
So you wanted her to like turn her head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So I finished the hair,
I
and
didn't
it
understand.
looked better. But I still need to work on it.
Mm.
And legs was hard.
Mm.
Big challenge. I haven't finished it because leg was a lot thinner, and I need to give it some value to make it a little bit more shape.
Mm.
I believe the ocean, the border part needs to be a little darker,
Mm.
right? Now I'm looking at some pictures like that part needs to be a little darker to show more.
Like, are you talking
Yes, the top part.
like over here?
Yes, yes, that's
Huh?
right. Yeah. But don't you think it needs to be a little darker to show more that it's farther?
Yeah. You can ask the students. You can ask the class. What do you guys think?
Yeah, you should. You should. Yeah, I should make it darker.
I like what it reflects, but I think I like it more convinced because you don't want it to detract so much from the picture.
Mm.
I also wouldn't put my data on the bigger and I get she's charging this as well. You know, I would just kind of like it was just a couple years ago. And she's looking out there and still really daydreaming and she's got the beautiful, flowy skin and that. I would leave it like that.
Yeah, I like that. How light it is. Okay. Cool. And what elements of design do you feel like is your strength, and what would you like to hone in on this coming semester? Huh? The elements of design, we have them right here. Value, shape, space, texture, line, form, color.
Work on value.
Value, yeah. You have very light value in this one, which is really nice for like a
But
bright
the color,
sunny day.
yeah, the picture was very light, very bright.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That I should have brought that. That I like too. See, all my painting is very light,
Mm-hmm.
very colorful. Like this, the lady that dancing.
Mm-hmm.
So much color.
Mm. So, is there anything that you'd like help with, or any feedback?
Yeah, I
From
think
people.
a lot of help. I learned a lot from you.
Mm.
Value I learned. I didn't know
Mm-hmm.
that much about value.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to practice more. What do you think? What do you think?
I want to open it up to the class, because this is all about you guys having your input, sharing it with the artists. So,
See, this was my favorite one.
yeah.
But I don't have
Oh.
this one.
Did-
Value was so good.
Mm.
About
Yeah.
glass-
Like with
glass
that little bit of shine,
yeah,
because it's like, yeah, you have to pay attention to kind of where is that light hitting, right? On that form, is it going to be hitting on the shoulders? Be hitting on the hips? Like there's certain parts of the body where it goes up, and that shines, and that
It
light
has to be
hits
lighter.
brighter,
Where
and
the
then as it goes under, it gets darker, and then as it gets over again, kind of the hourglass kind of looks a bit lighter again. So it's kind of exaggerated here, but
okay.
you can kind of see maybe the shoulders would be lighter, the
Lower part.
the
of
lower
shoulders,
part,
the dark-
lower back would be
Okay.
brighter, But I mean, you just kind of pay attention to the picture, and think about form. What's light, where is it hitting? Did you want any feedback from the audience?
Yes, please.
All right. So anybody now, she's just opening up the. Anybody want to say anything that they've done with their own artwork that might have helped her, or any experiences?
That's what I like.
Uh-huh. You see, so she's talking about the translucency, like the.
Well, that's the way it should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shield.
It's in, yeah, because you're kind of seeing through the skirt a little bit. You see that color kind of shining
Right,
through.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah. Hmm.
I made of the sand actually. I didn't have any sand, so I made of that.
Yeah, I love the interesting choices of shadows in there, where you have like little bits of purple in the shadow. I know, but like that those kind of interesting color choices, I think make your work interesting. Anyone else want to add anything?
She said you wanted it dark.
No, she's asking, is there a reason why you wanted it to be darker?
I thought that's the way it is. When you look at something, it's far away is darker. Right?
So, the farther things get, the more it gets closer and mixed in with what the atmosphere is doing. So if the atmosphere is dark, then it would get darker. But since the atmosphere is very light and sunny and bright, it would get closer and closer to what's going on in the sky, lighter and lighter. So things kind of get bluer
Well, is that
and stuff.
impressionism?
Impressionism,
That's what I like.
yeah. So that's all about observing what's going on in reality,
Yeah,
like what's.
I don't like
That's
anything
impressionism.
like
Well, but yeah, impressionism also is about getting that brusherly look,
I gotta learn that.
and so you have that.
I gotta learn that.
I feel like you got that. I like your
You know,
brush
the,
strokes and use
The way
that.
they put that brush and
Yeah.
what's that? The other one is spatula.
Uh-huh.
The palette. I love palette. Just
Uh,
starting palette.
yeah, there you go. You got some good goals to go into
Yes.
this coming semester. Yeah, started off with the palette knife. That's right.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right.
Would it really get any feedback on this one? Just so I know how to.
Yeah, we did skip out on the feedback for that, so sorry about that. Did anyone have any feedback on this piece here? Did anyone have anything to say? Do you have any questions that like any difficulties that you were facing that you like some help with?
Yeah. Well, I mean, how can I make it better? Or is it just good like it is? Or
I like it the way it is.
I mean, was there something that you feel like you couldn't achieve that you're trying to do in this piece?
I wanted to get more delicacy. Like the cactus kept coming up for us, and how I try to, prove it. I've redone it so many times, but I think it's kind of powerful like it is. Like I think I kind of definitely knew the cry.
Uh-huh.
Should I make the sunshine in the back, like the sunrise in the back, more colorful, or should I just let the cactus do the whole, dominate the picture more?
I mean that comes down to taste, really. and what you're trying to say and how you feel like it might convey the mood. I mean, you have a definite idea of how that might look, but I'd say do it in a little miniature color study. I know it doesn't look like you do too many of those, but give it a whirl. Try two different variations. That's what I did myself for a piece that I didn't end up doing, but I really want to do it more. Uh, but I'd say give it a whirl. Don't be afraid to try it. Just do it miniature so you don't have to do any of the detail. It'll be real quick. Or you could do a full size and just try it again. You could have different variations. Yeah. Does anyone have any experience with that? Like exploring different options in their artwork with light thumbnails? You've done thumbnails? And how's that helped you?
Well, it helps me decide where to put the resume. Here's a couple,
Uh-huh.
and this is another page I didn't show you, but this was a process, and then these were different ideas, or elements to put in.
There's a common stuff. So she's kind of done these small little thumbnails here, kind of a process of exploring. This is the same image, right?
Yeah.
And then you're just trying it in different ways.
Same reference,
Uh-huh.
same reference, but different ideas of what to use and what elements to put in.
Yeah, so yeah, like kind of moving things around. Like there's a bush here, there's no bush there. There's a big bush, but it's lighter.
Mhm.
Yeah, kind of imagining how that might work. But you could do that with color as well. So yeah, alrighty. Well, I hope that can help you out. I mean, in the end, you got this.
Yeah.
All right. Should we go you next? That's so awkward. All right. I can kind of hold up whatever wish you need. If you want me to flip through it, just let me know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start the timer. Okay. Okay, cool. Timer's ticking.
So I went to I go to Los Angeles, okay, and one of my favorite places to go there is Japanese, Little Tokyo, and that's Japanese Cultural Center. And what draws me there are those statues.
Oh, is it in the other one?
Yeah,
Okay.
these two. Now this is this is the Noguchi Plaza, and those are the statues by Isamu Noguchi.
Mm.
And it's a beautiful and natural rock on this sculpture. And there is the space that I go there. It's very empty.
Mm.
Maybe the time that I go early, and I like to sit there. And, I don't know. It's like Los Angeles is a very crowded place,
Mm-hmm.
and here you find it's amazing. And just 2 blocks south is a Skid Row,
Mm.
and so there's this um, vast difference, and a lot of you can sometimes you can find homeless people sitting there, and I think I like to sit there and watch what's happening. And Saturdays it's a crowded place. There's a farmers market, so I keep
Let me flip it.
yeah,
Sure.
just those two.
This one?
The other
What
way.
other way? Okay.
You take a picture of
I-
it and then.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you should go there.
Sure.
It's easy to.
Sure.
So this is, a shadow of a branch on a tree,
Mm.
and I didn't like the background here, on the first one.
Yeah.
So I redid it, and it became different, and I kind of like that.
Mm.
These are the leaves, fallen leaves, different
Mm.
colors,
Mm.
and I made it up.
Just let me know when to flip the page.
Yeah, I think.
It says skip.
Yeah, skip. This is
What
just.
is this? Is this just where you kind of test out colors?
Yeah, test and also
Oh.
just to dry out.
Oh, so it's like whatever paint you have left over, you just kind of
Yeah.
splatter it down.
Yeah.
This is actually very interesting.
Yeah.
See, it's this kind of stuff that we want to see. Like we see finished work, and that's like one thing, but it's another thing to see kind of your process. And,
Yeah, actually, I put a little tag called skip.
yeah, I know, but I'm like, no. Okay, all right, we'll skip. We'll skip.
So, and that is a little beautiful statue that was in a Buddhist temple. And that's the background. There was so many other things like a wrought iron fence and the high rises, but I eliminated everything else just to be.
There more.
And I think that's it.
Mhm.
I do have. Oh, this is my
Mm.
unfinished work.
Okay, cool.
And so this is my challenge, the light and the texture and the shape and everything is there, which I'm still learning.
Mm-hmm.
So I just left it like that. And then I have a couple.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right, we got just like a minute left, so.
so this is just to encourage my sister to paint the stuff that I eat usually.
You flip?
Yeah.
All right, just say flip.
Yeah,
And I'll
but-
flip it. Yeah.
And this is me waiting to cross the road, and that's Los Angeles Street.
Is this a photo or is this from real life?
Actually, there was a man. I just substituted myself.
Oh, that's great. That's so smart. These are some great ideas.
So
Cool.
I
And
wanted to say
is there any
something.
feedback or anything you'd like need some help with?
I do need help with clouds and also the trees, the leaves, and I want to get the distance and the close up.
Trash can looks beautiful. Real.
Yeah, I definitely need help with
Is there a piece where you see the clouds? Is there anybody who's like really worked a lot with clouds or played around with painting clouds or done anything with clouds?
Annie has.
That's my problem.
Annie has? Oh, it's
But
your
she's
problem?
Not here.
Okay. Yeah. Mm,
Because you can be technically perfect if you get on the road across. People don't care.
it's true. Yeah. I mean, I've goofed around with clouds quite a bit. Just yesterday, I did some clouds. I mean, yeah. So clouds can bring in mood and just shape. And it's all about working negatively. So it's not about painting in the clouds. It's about painting in the sky around the clouds. Looking at those shapes around those clouds. Making sure that you also have those shadows underneath that cloud. And those shadows relate color-wise to the sky. So it's going to have a little bit of that blue in there, but it's going to be very neutralized. So we got to...
My problem is I tend to use the same shape. Replicate.
Mhm.
Instead of, I still have to learn how
Right. Yeah, I mean,
to
Yeah, I mean, play around with shapes. Think about squares. How could you make a square cloud? You could do that. How can you do like ovally clouds or kind of yeah. You can kind of play around with things. It doesn't need to look like a photo, right? It can kind of you can kind of take some creative freedom or something. Um, yeah, it's mood is a good way to go, but everyone's got their own different thing. You can use mood, you can use reality, you can use spectrum. Yeah. I'll show this when I possibly go up if we have time. But yeah. Anyone else want to say anything else? Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, everyone, give a round of applause. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. So we'll just kind of snake our way around, or does somebody need to leave early? Do you need to go? I think Me's gonna be going. You go after. I think we're gonna go back and forth here. We got two parties going at once. Yeah, come on out. Just these two. Do you have like a sketchbook or anything you want to show? Like anything that you're working on? Okay. Okay. Alrighty. I'll set the timer. Because we definitely listen to the timer, right? Okay. So we got two works from me. You want to talk about this one? We've seen the other one. All right.
So I think that the concept is a little boring, so I add a motorcycle.
Oh,
I motorcycle to myself.
That's awesome.
It's acrylic.
And what was the biggest challenge that you've overcome in this piece or in this class so far?
Just the perspective I drawing.
Uh-huh. And how did you overcome that challenge? This is the challenge. I mean,
Yeah, everything.
yeah. Is there any like tools or techniques you've played around with?
I try to I learned it some elements from whatever picture and shadow and the value
Hmm.
and this one and the this one. And I think I just learned try. Yeah, okay.
very nice. Very good.
What kind of material do you use?
Oh, this is blush.
This is black and how about the blue?
And the building is popular.
Kind of see the sheen to it.
Very good.
What brand influence for the colors?
What brand paint? What brand paint do you use?
What brand? Like
What brand is the colors are so gorgeous? Like that thing that
I don't know. Such a kid. I was surprised. I wore
is it Liquitex? Liquitex?
yeah.
Yeah, they have pretty good colors. Nice. And what elements of design do you feel is your strength, and what would you like to get better at, focus on? There's the elements of design right here: value, shape, space, texture, line, form, color.
Everything.
Space is a good one. Just choose one.
I just my focus is too big colors.
Mm.
So I just
Yeah, shrink it.
what's better.
Mm.
I
Mm. I see. Yeah. And your lines go all the way off the page, right? So you kind of.
I took a green paper, so I just line.
Uh-huh. Wow. You hear that, guys? So she gets a big piece of paper, puts it right behind, and then she draws the lines on the paper. It's handy. It's just like butcher paper or
I had a bigger one, so it's kind of some bigger one.
tracing paper. Oh wow. That's really smart. That's great. Big table for big paper, right?
I have my dining table.
Dining
I use
table?
my dining table.
It's a great table. That's what I use mostly. I have like a really nice folding up table. I don't use it. I just like my flat table. Yeah, and sometimes I'll get a little thing for my paint, but yeah. You're doing great. You're doing so good. And would you like any feedback, or is there anything that you need help with going forward?
Yeah, I think that motorcycle is a shopping too dark. I think.
Mm.
Oh, it's nice.
Oh, yeah. And you drew this into this wasn't in the original photo, right?
Yeah.
So you drew the shape of the motorcycle with the shadows in there?
I found the same shadow.
Oh.
Divided the building and motorcycle shadow. I found the same shadow.
Yeah.
The motorcycle is the original picture is opposite side.
Uh-huh.
So I just make them opposite side, change.
So you had a just you did it with your photo beforehand? Like the photo, you flipped the photo?
Yeah.
Okay. So you didn't have to do it in your head.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Wow. So would you like any feedback?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. She's opening up to you guys. What do you need help with? What can we help you with?
Whatever.
Whatever. It has to be something that was hard. So just believe in yourself. You have a lot of stress, right? Yeah. So how do we overcome that? That's an overcome, right? You worried about getting your work in front of people. You know, we're doing it right now. This is a good practice. So thanks so much for sharing. I know it's not easy for you, but you're doing great. We love seeing your work. Okay. So nobody else?
Yeah, she wants to.
Okay, yeah. She wants to go next. All right, so you can just pile it up over here next to my chicken. Yeah,
Both oil.
that would be great. I'll hold it here and it is so warm.
Well, it might be a, this one should be brown.
Okay.
This one has some good color.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
All right. Start the timer here. And we'll take a break after this. Or do we need a break? I think we should need to keep going. Just keep going. Okay. All right, we'll start with this one. All right. So there's the image
Yeah,
there.
sorry about all the shine. I put my reference right next to what I'm painting, so I can kind of mark off the lines. I used what I call it's a simple grid. There, you can't see it, but there's a line right in the middle this way, and then horizontal in the middle, dividing the canvas equally on each edge. And then I do the same thing with my reference. Then I use the reference as a point to where I measure from this line. The problem with this one was that this distance here is not the same. This is 12 inches and this is an 8.5 by 11. So if you measure from the edge you're going to get a different measurement. In other words, this will be the edge to his ear, and this will be to his eye, and you get a distorted image. So you measure from the center and along the vertical line for all your vertical measurements, and then the horizontal line, but always from the center division here, so that you'll get your drawing the same. It won't matter about the edges, you can just kind of eyeball that, but to get the face right, you have to use the same measurement line. So that was the problem that I had.
So you're kind of saying that this is like the most important here, and you just kind of
Well,
don't worry so much
this-
about the outside.
it's the same from this point here to here is the same.
Uh-huh.
But this part here, you just have to invent, because along the outer edge that's out of this area, you have to kind of fill in.
I see.
And you kind of just continue the line.
Can you guys hear okay in the
Huh?
back?
Are you done?
No, I'm not done.
No,
This
just
is
barely?
this
I
is
saw you working on the color.
yeah, this is what I call the underpainting. It was done just with a wash of burnt sienna. It's a good color to use under the undertones of the flesh, because if it shows through it all, it shows warmth. It's light. You can use other colors, but I kind of prefer the burnt sienna. It dries fast and it's a cheap color, so I use it a lot. And then the problem that was the outer measurements. Now, if you have a picture, I was going to paint another one, but I had a smaller canvas and the face wouldn't fit on it. So I was going to use the proportional divider, which will allow you to change the dimensions. You can enlarge or diminish your drawing according to which end you use. If you want to enlarge something, you measure the reference with the small end, and then write your marks with the large end. And always remember which one. And try not to move it when you move it to the other picture. But if you want to make it smaller, you take the measurement from the large end on your reference, and then put the small end on your drawing, and that will reduce the size. So that's probably what I'll do when I want to do my next picture.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and the other picture,
We have a minute left.
yeah, I mean, I'll mention this one.
Okay.
This one is my first attempt at alla prima, which means painting wet into wet. It also is Italian for al at first. So
Later.
you don't let each layer dry. But even though I tried to get it all done, I didn't. So this part here, the lower part, was done after the top part, but it was painted wet into wet. I painted on it the next day. So I'm still working on that, because I'm slow. And of course the oil paint dries slow, which is helpful, but that's, I don't know if it's getting. So is there any questions or any comments? Yeah.
How long did it take you to do them?
Oh, well, depending on how much time I have to paint on it. I don't paint for very long because I get tired when I get sort of and brush things. I have to fight brushing things because I want to get to the highlight in the eye and the dot on the nose, and that's the fun part. So, I've had paintings that I've worked months on because I could only paint 1 hour out of a week. But it depends on just how much detail, and it does take if you're working in layers, like this one is here with the underpainting, it takes days because you have to let one paint layer dry. So if it's still not quite dry, you can't really paint on it because it will look paint, your color goes up really well. But,
Is that oil?
this is oil paint. I can't remember, I didn't use much medium on this, but that black that I used, I was supposed to use a cool black, and I had ivory black. It's not quite so cool, so I put a little ultramarine in it to cool it, so it would be more like this for the reference. Is it, any other questions?
Just brought two?
Well, no, if you want to see this one, this was the one I did in class.
We're all out of time.
Yep. And just one statement here.
Okay, sure.
This was
Here.
gouache.
Uh-huh.
And I tried to do the sign here, but my gouache paint in the white would not cover enough. It would lift up, and I didn't want pink letters. So when it dried, I used that Jelly Roll white pen that was on our list. You know, the one.
Yeah.
And it was great because it was fine enough to actually do the lettering.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, so that was my problem.
The Pepsi Cola?
Yeah, Pepsi
Oh.
Cola and Dr.
Dr. Pepper.
Pepper.
Well, that's handy. That's good to know.
Yeah,
So you can use that white pen that's in that manga kit if you got that
yes.
to do some really fine lettering right on top of the dry
Well, it
gouache.
was dry gouache, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right on top. That's awesome.
And-
I've also seen people use pastels on top of
Yeah.
gouache as well.
but it
So if that's something that you want to create some more
the lettering
glow.
was too fine.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't use pastel for the lettering. All right, well, thank you so much. I'm sorry we had to cut things short.
That's okay.
All right. Well, thank you. Yes. Okay, so let's stretch. All right. We should just go through it, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's do it. So we got right back there. Oh, please. Well, we're all here to help you. And if we could, you don't have to take the full 5 minutes. You can end early. We can just show. All right. Okay. Alrighty. I won't force it. Yeah. All right. Oh, you want to go? Okay. I'm gonna have a hard. Good thing I have a pretty good visual memory, so I remember who went and who didn't. So. Okay. Oh, we got 5 minutes. So. However you want to spend your time. Yeah, I have the questions for you. I love hearing people's difficulties and challenges and things you've overcome. So just give me just a breakdown of which ones I want to show first and what order you want to show these. Okay. All right. We'll just kind of point and just say flip.
Let's do the looser one, maybe.
Sure.
Um,
Okay. Start in 5 minutes.
okay.
All right. All yours.
These are my sort of a loose seascape. Just imaginary loose seascape. I tried to be loose with that, which was fun to do, just a fun painting. And then the next one is the same.
Was that ocean?
It's an ocean, and this is a ocean seascape with kind of a abstract foreground and
What is that one?
it's kind of a bay with a horizon that's about here, and then the kind of skyline with the kind of abstract in the foreground.
The sky looks beautiful.
So do you want to talk about your process, like of where were you when you painted this? Were you looking at a picture?
Well, I was at home, and this was just an imagination. I wanted to just really have fun and paint loosely, and so I just kind of slashed on the. This was watercolor, and I just kind of did the bay and then the sky, and then I did put in some dark, and then I came back with some more dark lines, and I think I even came back with the colored crayons, pastel,
Oh,
maybe, yeah, colored pastel, and then watered them down
so cool.
and put a few lines in like that.
Oh, I see you right over here.
Just to give it some more line to it.
Okay.
So that was kind of fun. I was just
And
doing
do I
fun.
see acrylic in there, or is that gouache?
Maybe. I think I was just playing and used a lot of different things.
Just
you know?
everything.
I just used everything. I was
That's
just
so
having-
cool.
Just having fun. Just
That's
having
right.
fun. Just do. Then I wanted to kind of the sunset, kind of bring that back into the Bay Area.
Yeah.
And, you know, and it kind of was reminiscent because we had just bought some property in the coast of Oregon, and it kind of reminded me of what I've seen in the Bay of Oregon.
Wow.
Both of those with the stormy sea and this kind of Bay Area with the kind of rocks.
Wonderful. Do you want to see some of the other works, or
And then those were, I painted on both sides.
which one do you want
I
to show?
But that, just something I'd kind of seen in a magazine. That was a watercolor, and it was involved on both sides with the sky and the clouds.
A lot of people have been talking about
The top one was
clouds.
kind of a copy. Well, it's kind of inspired by a Rembrandt painting in his sky. But of course, it's just an inspiration. You can't copy Rembrandt.
Sure you can.
But both of them were. I don't know if that was another thing that I had seen, but it was just inspired by a different person, not someone as famous as Rembrandt. But I love the kind of colors, and I added my own. And I was just doing the cloud thing. So that was that. And that one was, I think those were acrylics. Yeah.
Would you call that abstract? The way she paints?
Would you call this abstract realism?
Yeah,
Maybe?
yeah,
I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
Abstract. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really haven't kind of formed my way of painting yet.
It's terrific.
Would that be more abstract and more like impression?
And this one, after
Oh my,
I didn't
that's
know
nice.
Yeah.
Do you think
That's
it's more
different.
like abstract, more impressionist, or?
kind of, I don't know, both.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
That is
inspiration
nice.
strikes in many places, you know.
This is after we had talked about perspective, and I had such a challenge. I tried to challenge myself. This is the most difficult thing that I have tried, and I don't know how successful I am at it. I just went over and over and over again, and I hope I got the lines straight. I finally figured out you have to rebuild it. You have to come down instead of trying to go up. And I kept erasing and going over and over again.
Yeah.
This is my cityscape.
That's
Where did
great.
you have a problem?
What?
Where did you have a problem?
Oh, and by the way, your time is up, so this is
Okay.
feedback time. So feel
Yeah,
free
feedback.
to ask for questions. Yeah, this is a good.
I'm quite open to
Yeah, so
that. I'm one that's open to criticism.
The
Really,
colors are gorgeous.
Very pretty.
It's almost, it's like you gave the perfect fairy tale in the setting, you know, like that, like the trees are kind of wavy and
It's beautiful. It's
Mhm.
very nice, very nice.
Yeah. Does anyone
What
want?
was your challenge here?
I don't know perspective. And I'm trying to learn perspective. And I kept erasing because I was trying to make I kept erasing because I kept trying to make my little open door would be going this way. I don't know how to describe it, but anyway, my road was going like up, instead of, being a road that was anchored to the ground.
Mm.
And I'm trying to learn it. So this is
Yeah.
a challenge for me.
I mean, I can tell that this road here it all follows that kind of same like what's it called perspective, kind of going off to the horizon. You have that horizon line. I can kind of see you draw that in.
I tried.
I hope, yeah. And so that line does go onto that horizon, make sure that they kind of intersect. And I see that happening. And, I'm not going to say like it's 100% correct, but
Yeah.
the feeling that you get when you look at this feels like it's a city. It feels like it's a street. It's not correct. It doesn't look real, but you get the feeling of a city scene, and that's a powerful thing to have a feeling in your painting. Sometimes things can be wrong, like we've listened to that art critics say. There's a 1,000 different ways to do perspective. So maybe the second time you do it, the third time you do it, might get easier. The more you practice,
I
you can
haven't
really,
done buildings before, and
Yeah.
people, so it was new to me. People were new.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, the people make such a big, like just adding people to your scene, so necessary. I don't do it enough. I'm trying to do it more often. It makes a scene into a story. It really does. So great job. Thank you so much for sharing. Lot of brave. Yeah, you got to be brave to share. So what am I thinking? I could have. Thank you.
Michael, come up and do your.
Oh, Michael's called.
Michael, you have to come.
You have to. She said it. How you guys doing? Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Great job, Glenda. Love to see your work. What does it say? Something like that hot? Nice. All right. Wonderful. Just let me know if you want me to flip through it. Oh,
I think one of my strengths is drawing. One of my weaknesses is painting. That's why I'm here, pretty much. And so, yeah, pretty much.
this is so fun. So, what do you think was the biggest challenge that you've overcome?
The biggest challenge is working with water is just really difficult for me. I don't know. I tend to use too much, too little. I need more practice with it. Yeah.
So you've overcome your difficulties with just more practice, and that's been helping you and working for you.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell. The more I paint, the more I get used to the flow of the material. But just I struggle with the water.
Mm. So do you feel like your strength is like value, shape, space, texture, line, form, color? What do you think would be your strongest strength?
Um, I don't know. I think, like I said, my strength is kind of drawing. So I kind of got the drawing part down okay. It's the painting part that I struggle with.
Mm.
And that's why I come to class, is to keep practicing, keep painting, and slowly but surely it's getting a little bit better. It's progress.
Mm. So when you say painting's the thing that you're struggling with, so you're saying color or
I
value?
have trouble, yeah, getting the colors that I'm shooting for, I
Yeah.
guess. Is that a way to express it?
I mean, you have some really good washes.
There's
Like this is crazy. Like this is actually insane. Like
Very
this
nice.
whole here, this whole gray, that was all painted, right? Just one flat tone.
Yeah.
That's so. I thought it was the color of the paper. That's how flat it is.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive, honestly. Um, so it's like you got washes down really good, and you're
Well,
really good with
that's-
shape.
I think wash is a lot, I don't know how to say it. Wash is a lot easier than watercolor.
Mm-hmm.
Watercolor, I'm really struggling with.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's a bit of looseness that I think you understand with watercolor, because it's like with watercolor, it's like it's gonna spread, it's gonna bleed, it's gonna do what it wants, but at the same time, I can tell that you're kind of letting it happen a bit. Like you kind of understand it more the more you use
Yeah,
it.
that's like I said. The more I paint, the more I get it. I just need more practice at painting because, like I said, painting is one of my weaknesses.
Do you enjoy it?
Do I enjoy painting? Yeah, I mean, I enjoy the drawing. To be honest with you, I like to draw, and then
Sure.
I don't.
I just paint what I draw. So
Yeah.
I'm learning.
Yeah. It's awesome. Cool. And would you like any feedback?
Sure.
Is there anything that?
Any questions?
So you said you needed help with the painting. Maybe one aspect of the painting that you're having a hard time with.
I know, like light, shadows. I don't do so well.
Mhm.
I kind of understand it. It's kind of difficult for me to grasp it, I guess. I don't know.
So anybody?
Yeah, what I would do is like so you're good with drawing, you feel very comfortable with the pencil.
You have to
or
speak up,
pen.
I think.
I said you're good with drawing, so you feel very comfortable with the pencil or pen. What I would do is like I would get a brush that you can draw with, that instead of being able to hide in the drawing, I would not like I would say stay away from a pencil or pen and make yourself draw with the paintbrush. Do you get what I'm saying? You'll get more comfortable with it, but you feel
Yeah, I just
so use like black paint or green paint, but use the paint rather than the pencil.
than a pencil.
And you'll
Yeah.
get used to it. You'll get more comfortable if you do it more.
I should invest more time than I do with a lot of this stuff. I know, but
I mean, I can see here. I think what might be happening a bit is like you're looking like this came out pretty good because you can look at those overall shapes of each of those colors that you have there, each of those values. You're looking at those shapes there, instead of just the outline. So think about the actual shape of each of the shadows. Not that there are shadows and there's not shadows, but look at the actual shape of maybe those shadows, of those darker areas in those references and in real life that you're seeing. Like if you're looking at a building or something. For instance, like if I was looking at this building in real life and there was a light coming down, dramatic light or something, you would see shapes of shadows underneath some of these overhangs, or maybe there's a side of the building that's a little crooked, and that's going to be a little bit darker than the one that's going to be hitting the light really hard. So maybe pay attention to those shapes of the actual shadows, and that the shadows are different colors themselves. But textures, line work, creativity. Like I love seeing your monsters. I'd love to see some maybe of your own monsters, or maybe do your own kind of take on these. I mean, I guess you're playing around with color, so that's cool.
Yeah, I have some that are old work that, as you said, they're bringing in old work.
Right.
So,
So you're kind of doing some studies here, kind of like seeing what other people do, sort of.
I don't know. I just kind of do whatever. They just
Cool. I love those old works though, where you kind of are creating your own. Those are really cool.
yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
it's just I enjoy doing it. It's just it's
Good.
busy. Man.
All right. Well,
All right, thank you.
thanks so much for sharing. Yeah. All right.
I wanted to correct this things for me.
Okay, sure. What are we doing? Okay. Whoa. Okay, so this is where we start. Just flip through it. Okay. All right. So here we
This
go.
one is kind of like
Do you have your
the
pin-
finger, you know?
Okay.
It's just an additional things like that, the fingers
Uh-huh.
in the background, but it's just after the fallen angel, but it's just the finger, and I just add up kind of like a background of finger, you know, 'cause it's just like looks like a farm, you know, like this.
Uh-huh.
So I just added the fingers.
Oh. Wow. That's crazy. So you found this image online somewhere?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Why are you laughing?
because I don't know what I'm doing. Just kind of
Okay, but what we're doing it. We're trying. We're going for it. You gonna paint this?
yeah.
Okay. So we have a falling angel. He doesn't look like he's flying. He's definitely he's knocked out or something. It's pretty good as far as form goes. I mean, like leaning back and stuff. Um, yeah. So you know what I would do. What if you're drawing a person for the first time, or you're having a hard time, maybe drawing feet or hands.
Yeah,
Have a whole page where you're like, I'm not so good at the foot. Draw a whole bunch of feet. It might be weird. Just I'm telling you to do
Yeah.
that. But artists do that all the time. We'll do whole pages of just drawing feet, and then you get loved ones being worried for you.
Yeah, because
But-
that's what I'm having difficult time to do, you know.
Yeah. So just kind of finding what you're having a hard time with and honing in. You're like, okay, I'm not so great at feet, so draw a whole bunch of feet, or definitely like shapes and forms. We'll get more into it, but kind of think about perspective cubes. How can you make it in cubes?
Yep.
Super cool. So this semester, what was like the biggest challenge that you faced in painting?
The challenge that I have is the blending of colors, you know. With the to make it darker, you make it lighter, and like that. The clouds, the sky.
Okay, so kind of seeing the darkness and the lightness and and
It's kind of hard to blend the colors sometimes.
yeah. So yeah, that's definitely something we can kind of face. Does anybody else have a hard time with that? Oh, 2 points? Yeah. Cool. All right, let's see here. And so just value then, right? That's like the hardest thing for you, and color.
The blending of colors, just make it light, make it dark, and things like that. And that kind of like how to since you do some kind of like on the lighter side, make it very more realistic, things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So you want to get more into realism and the traditional stuff, and not so much into like abstract and kind of
No,
colorful
I'm not
stuff?
much into stuff.
No.
I want to make it more realistic things like that.
Good. Yeah. Well, this is a start. Doing figure drawing and not just poses like this, but like a whole bunch of poses like little scribbles. Like,
I am my own critic. That's why.
it's so true. It's so true. All right. Well, do you have anything else to show for us, or I think we're gonna take a break. We're dying here, right? Okay. Let's take a break. So I think we're about halfway through. I think we are. We're like halfway. So let's go take a break. We'll be back at 4 p.m. Sounds good? All right. And we just have a few more people. So keep on.
I'm gonna retire, so.
Are you retired?
4 o'clock.
You guys are lucky.
Take my
Going
dog for a
first.
walk.
All right. I'll see you next week then.
What's going on next week?
Right. Oh, yeah. Next week, let's see.
Are you gonna send us something? I never get it.
Of course.
I just started in the beginning.
Let's see.
I'm gonna start in the beginning anyway. Do my own thing, yeah.
But that's not right. Oh, there it is. October. Okay, October. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll actually be doing some value studies. So we will be painting and drawing next week. That's fine.
This is the end of the first semester?
This is the start of the second part.
Oh, this is the start of the second
It's
semester.
a weird class. I always call it one semester and treat it as such, but technically we have a second part to this semester. And that's what we need.
All you need to know is there's class now. And there's
Wonderful, thank you.
Sure,
This just does my work. So people, so some of the work that you see is from most of the work. Yeah. And we learned a lot. So, I mean, I'm teaching a lot of things, but yeah. I started doing it a couple months ago. So you learn quick. You'll be surprised at what you can do. I know you can do it. Have you ever? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. No, it's very good. That's good. That means that this just means that actually teaches something. Yeah. Whenever I find something scary, it's like you have to just do it. Yes, so you don't need to lug around all your oil material and this sketchbooks. Like, this is nice. This is everything that you never come up. And it's so nice to be able to carry around with you. Like, this is everything that I need to do. I would bring this and this, or bigger. This is roughly the same. Yeah.
But you can't really do all of it.
So if you're gonna do oil paintings, there is canvas paper you can use, and she was using it. She had some of that paper, and you can do that. And so if you have experience with oil paint, and you kind of understand how it works, you can definitely use it. I'm not going to be teaching it, so if you understand it and you're comfortable with playing around with the material, I do know it, but it's a big class, so I can't really help you with it. I'm going to be using gouache, which is like watercolor, but it's opaque, which means I can paint right on top of what I use here, so you can kind of see it sitting on top of those colors.
I have no idea what that is.
It's fun. It's good, and it's pretty easy to use. And I like using it on pocket paper. But if you're cool with oil paints and you know what you're doing with that, then definitely, yeah.
So
I've done oil painting, and I know it well. There was one piece I did in my last class. Oh, here it is. This is oil painting. I can help. I can help with you. When I get the chance, I'll try to come around. And I try to come around and help everybody at least once a day. But it's like getting started and everything. You'll kind of have to play around, and I'll be sure to catch up and maybe make some mistakes. And know what you will. I mean, every artist will.
yeah, you don't.
Exactly. Yeah. So just throw some paint on it. And see what happens.
But I can see the difference in terms of my previous class. We take out pennies.
Yeah. So
That's not what.
this is more about a practice. This is more about just getting better, trying new things, and making kind of a day painting. Just like boop, 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 boop. I'm not done. Let's move on. Instead of it being a masterpiece, because having an everyday practice is so much more healthy. Of course, there's certain students that will come out of this class after doing our little demo classes and want to do the finalized artwork, have a piece going for months on it. You can still do that at a month. Coming into class, you do these smaller pieces where you learn a lot and then you move on. Yeah, rather than doing a massive piece for months and only learning one thing, we'll do a piece every day, learn something new every day. It's very valuable to get better with really good this way. Yeah, so if you wanted to, you can do oil paint. I would just say get some canvas paper. They do sell us canvas paper. You can oil paint on that. Or, I mean, if you did watercolor paper, it would absorb it and get all like oily, just like you left the chicken on a piece of paper. That's basically what oil paint is. So there's special paper you can buy.
The sketch, do sketch on sketch.
Yeah, we also teach sketching. So have something to draw with, like a sheet of paper, something to paint on, and then hopefully something to paint with outside of class.
So I was sketch on it, sketch with, and then transfer it.
Basically, you could, yeah, you could transfer it. You could take what you learned from the paper and try to copy it, maybe make changes when you draw on the canvas. I have some students coming in with canvases, painting in class. If that's what you want to do, feel free to. I mean, I'm really flexible. As long as you're in class, hanging out, painting with us, I'm happy. You don't even have to paint along with me. But I'm telling you that following along.
And you do mostly indoor or outdoor?
So we're just doing 2 field trips. So this is our first one coming up, and then we have 1 more field trip after that. So working outdoors, there's no other way. It drives me crazy to think that people just work in their studios. Like how? It's try it. It's so addictive. It's so addictive.
You made this?
Yes, this is all me.
Oh
I'm just kind of like sometimes I'm kind of impatient. Impatient.
So I'm gonna go.
Okay.
That's okay. Let me think about.
Sure.
Sure. Do you want this one or you
So,
want me to hold on to it?
so
Look at
yeah,
this one.
if you don't feel like you want to join the class,
Shoot.
you know,
What kind of a paper?
if you want to join the class, I can take
What
this.
kind of
and,
paper is
It's
this?
the same.
I'll enroll you in the class. I just
No,
dropped some
this one is
Let me
better
show you.
paper.
There'll be room for you.
So I'll hold on to this and I'll come back next week.
Sounds good.
Is that okay?
All right, sounds good.
Thank you so much.
So great meeting you. What's your name?
Ron.
Ron. Okay.
Give price.
Bryce.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Of course.
This is so cool.
Thank you.
What is this one?
I did this one last night. I'm so happy with it. I was in Modica's. It's an Italian spot in Long Beach, the teach at, and the sun was setting and the sky was finally clear. Big old cloud was getting out of the sky.
Wow.
I mean, I have to clear out a lot of things from my view that are just messy.
Yes,
Kind of like
yes.
abstract.
Yeah.
So it's like there's like all this stuff down here that was really clouding my view, and I was just like, I'm just gonna screw perspective.
I know. I learned that in your class.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you like it's too overwhelming.
yeah.
You lose your focus. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did a Dali master copy.
Oh yeah. Yes.
You should see the original; it's spot on. I'm really proud of it.
Have you ever seen the race?
Can I go through this?
Yeah, sure, that's fine. What did you ask?
Epoxy resin? Have you seen it? Epoxy resin.
Epoxy resin?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And they did it with the art. He draw the table and then painted things in it and then put the epoxy resin on top of it.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
It looks really nice at first, but epoxy resin yellows over time, and it's really gross. It looks like pee. So it's like it's really nice at first, and it's the most beautiful shiny thing,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't last long. Like 20 years, it gets really yellow. So it's like whenever I see like epoxy resin art, I'm just like, it's really cool
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
And you know who the artist that I wanted to learn upon the kind of things. It's Thomas Kincaid.
Oh.
It's much realistic,
Yeah, he did plein air all the time. That's how he started. I have a book I recommended to the class where he first started as a plein air artist, painting outdoors.
Oh, that's where the competition she's going to play there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she's Annie's going to.
I
Really?
really love his painting.
What am I thinking? I should have joined them.
That is really nice. You started something else, but now you can see.
So I did some crummy paintings, and they're not any good. I need to talk about this in the class. Okay, it's 4:00. All right, guys, should we do the last few people? We just have a few more people, guys. Just hold on. Well, it'll be more personal.
Yeah, that's the kind of painting that I want to
Yeah, we
learn.
have to see your pictures
Yeah,
also.
he started with
Yeah.
plein air, and then he went into that whole magical realism.
When I'm doing painting, I kind of like impatient and I'm just criticizing myself, my painting.
All right, guys, let's get through this. We only have a few more people here in class, so we'll have a few more art show people. Yeah, you want to go? Sounds good. Nice. Okay, cool. All right, guys, let's settle down. we're almost done, but I think we only have like 2-3 more people.
And it'll be real quick.
So
It's a road that I picked from when we were traveling to Yosemite. There was a lot of fog and we had rain the night before, so the trees were all steep. So that's why we saw the fog. But no,
hold on,
this is,
sorry.
but anyway, this is my first attempt at painting fog. It's sort of hard with wash because if you paint the trees first and then you try to put the white over the trees, the paint will disappear and you'll mix because gouache is not stable. It just sort of, you put water in it, it starts to go.
Yeah.
So that's the worst thing you can do. You know, on the thing it looks good. It looks like a lot of fog. When I see it, it doesn't. so I don't know. It looks funny. It actually came out. It's fog. But anyway, so that's the one thing I had the difficulty with gouache. I think when you paint with probably acrylics, the paint would have dried so that I could have taken white and sort of gone like this, very lightly, and it would have come out better. But gouache is difficult. But I like the way it looks over there. it does look like fun. I'm sort of proud. Okay. So anyway, that's how. That's what I had the worst time doing it. Actually took a bottle base, a little bottle, my spritzer. I filled it with a little paint, put water, so much water, shook it, and that's how I sprayed it because I couldn't touch the paint with a brush. So I actually sprayed the white paint on top of the green paint so that it wouldn't dissolve and smear. And then I did a little light touch. So if I touched it too long, the green would come out. It's like so. That's what I tried doing with the spritzer. And then later on, I came in and painted the trunks darker for the foreground poster. So that's why you see the darker ones because I actually came back in again. But what I really like on that painting is the road. That road is
Where's the car?
the car, I didn't want to paint it. That's a low quality car. It was my son's truck that was in front. Then you see his white truck with all the luggage. It would have been perfect. But I tried it once and that doesn't look like a truck.
She just
It looks
cheated,
like a
huh?
box.
She just cheated.
I took it down and it's just the road. So anyway, my difficulty was in fog. And I like paint scenes because they're, for me, that's what I see, visual. And if I can paint people, that's a little harder because they don't come out like stick figures, but they're a little more difficult. So I think maybe a medium that I can paint with that I'm able to paint over because gouache to me I don't really like. Because of this experience that I had, I couldn't really do what I wanted after it was painted. So you're sort of stuck with the paint that you paint. You can't really do anything unless you add more paint to it. But if you want to put paint on top of it, you can.
What kind of paint do you have?
Why?
What brand?
I just ordered it off the Amazon.
Oh, okay, it's just like the one that I recommended, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought that you have an ambulance car there.
So
That's your goal, right?
I'm feeling scarred.
Ambulance.
Probably need one. But anyway, no, that was to me like see the road looks awesome.
But it looks so good.
I think it's so
Don't show them
interesting.
that
Like
one.
you're like little problem. You're problem solving with a spritzer. Like that's so innovative. I don't know. I've never heard that before.
Well, the spritzer was the only thing where I didn't have to touch the actual painting, so I just sprayed it.
Right.
And I looked at it and I go, but before it dries, I took the towel and I wiped it so it wouldn't.
I see a little bit of tearing, no coating there.
This do you do with the
Now-
background, right?
Now I'm gonna help you out with a fog here
Okay.
because I did do fog in
No,
one of my
Are you looking
paintings.
at the TV? It looks really good on TV.
I know my screen down here is like really dark. It's hard to see it, but I'm sorry to bring mine into
No, go
the
ahead.
conversation. Okay, so I did some fog over here. Where is it? It's right there.
Yeah, in the back. Is
And
that's gouache?
yeah, this is all gouache, so I can do fog. The trick is to get it wet and then lift it off of the paint.
Mhm.
So let it get wet and then get that brush and let it soak up that paint. And then when you lift that brush off, it will reveal some of that white paper.
Yeah.
And so that's what fog is. It's just kind of white and whiteness.
And
So that could
you
really
know,
help you.
my mistake was in painting the trees first. I did them all green with real beautiful colors and everything. Nice and green, beautiful trees. And then I sprayed it and others sort of like faded. But that's what I wanted. the
Yeah.
fog. So I don't know. That was the one problem I had with the wash paint. And I like to paint scenes, and then yes, I do like feedback. It always helps, and just to improve my work. So anyway, I had fun drawing it, but I won't do it again. Huh? I like that one over there. I don't know. As you can see, it looks like fog.
Yeah. And
Look
I
at
think
it's creepy looking.
And I think you're having another similar problem that another person did is think about the ratio of where you're actually painting in, because this is a square.
Yeah.
A square is really hard to. Maybe that's not the best like ratio to work in, because the original that you had here, that's not a square. That's
That's where the car is.
Yeah, that's the truck.
you can see that
I like it.
it's a tall
But
rectangle.
it's already-
Yeah. And I looked at it, and when I was gonna draw it, I was actually gonna shorten it, but I thought I need the whole font.
Right. Right. So I think it might have hurt your
Well,
painting a bit.
see, I don't have a problem with painting the trees and however narrow. It's the technique of putting that fog in there. It was very difficult. And I'm not gonna do it again. You know how,
You can kind of see the difference, though. You know, if you have
yeah,
just
the-
like what was that? Were
but then
those
you're
trees
missing all
that
of my other
important?
trees that I really like.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, maybe you got two different paintings there. You know, maybe you have another painting with more trees.
Yeah, I actually like it. I actually like the way the trees came up because you have a hillside on one part and then you have a
Sure.
lower mountain or lower sort of
Sure. Yeah.
which I like. But and the fact that I didn't put the truck in there, I had to figure out how to cover that exit at the top. So I put trees growing because I don't have trees.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know,
Yeah. And so, what did you take away from your image?
I take away from my image.
Yeah.
I took away the
To
truck.
like simplify it. Okay, there you go. You got rid of the focal point.
I got rid of that because I couldn't paint it in there.
Oh,
It was like,
okay.
no, I don't feel like it.
Well, I'm really excited to teach you about some little value studies that we're going to focus on next week. So that's
Well,
going to be
you know,
really
looking
helpful.
at what do you call it, YouTube on how to do font, because I researched the people, and I even took one of my other things that I did at the works, I messed it up. So
Yeah.
I watched YouTube, and they actually had you drawing the background not as the dark trees, but as grayish blue trees. So you're actually always building your font in the paint, and
Yeah.
then you do your dark colored trees. And
Yeah.
I thought, "Dang, I'm not gonna work like that."
Yeah.
So I just left it, and that's why I used the Spritzer.
Yeah, Spritzer is an interesting thing. I'd like to see that return again, or I don't know, used in another way. That's
And you can actually
interesting.
use it if you're making water scenes.
Uh-huh.
Put water in a bottle with white paint, spray it, and that'll do your splash stuff. And when I start going, that makes no sense. So,
That's so cool. You need to copyright it. You're like, this is mine.
okay, so I don't really need to. I know I didn't do it so well on it. I know what's wrong with it, but I tried.
Yeah. Well, it's awesome. I love the problem solving, and you did the thumbnails and you did a finished painting there. So that's great. Awesome. All right. Do we have? Is it? What's your name? Hershey. Okay, that was Hershey. I didn't want to call you a chocolate bar, but do you, I know you've been gone for a lot, but do you have anything to show or you want to talk about?
Right now, because my eye things, I cannot do too much.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't.
That's right.
That's why I
Yeah.
signed up and I ended up.
But now you don't need glasses?
No, I did it.
Oh, okay.
I have to wear it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But right now, I just, no. I Just you go ahead. It's good.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we'll go ahead and go to share.
I got too many.
It's too many. Okay. I think they want to talk about it. Okay. That one. we can talk about the ones we've had difficulty with. That's what we can do. Anyone? I just want to see it though. Like people cover up their most interesting work that people really end up liking. It's just a flower. What's the deal? Okay. Okay. But I feel like it would look good like next to it. Did you do this one first or?
No, I did this acrylic.
Oh.
I did this and that one during the summer break.
Okay.
Because we did acrylic last semester.
Let's do it. So this was during summer break.
Summer break.
Okay. Not
I'm
this
pretty
class.
I like this one very good, very well, because I saw the picture. I took the picture. I painted with my paintbrush without sketching, and then I tried to do it layers by layers by layers, and it come out pretty well. And then you can see I reused my canvas for this Japanese doll is my very first oil painting, so it's very bad. So I leave it there to compare how far I came along.
Oh,
Well, anyway, yeah, I like it.
it's awesome.
Love it.
And this one, since I always have a reference photo, I thought, well, if I want to be a true artist, I want to create my own art. So I painted a wildflower one day. It was so bad. So I tried to save it. And I said, well, how can I save it? I Google it. I want to use a Sharpie to outline it. So I Google it and it says, well, don't use Sharpie. You have to use oil-based marker. So my husband gave me a box of oil pen marker. So I used that to outline it, shine. So some of them is metallic. So I like it. The result comes out much better than the original. So, all right, this is my very first
fun.
mixed media.
That's so fun. That's awesome. It's one thing to work from photos, another thing to work from memory, right?
Yeah.
Is this from memory?
Yeah,
Yeah. It's kind of freeing, isn't it?
right. So that's what I think that's my challenge. I always work too tight. I want to be loose enough. Okay.
Cool. I picked out this one.
All right. This one I did yesterday morning. I saw an Indian lady on YouTube. Of course, the color and the shape is a little different from hers, but I like it. I think I put too much salt, but I think the effect is nice.
So just let those who've never watercolored know how you got this texture, what your
Okay.
process was.
When the background's still wet, but not too wet, you put the salt on top of it. So the salt absorbs some of the paint. Salt, pickle salt. Mhm. And then it will come out like this.
Super cool.
Nice.
And of course, you have a really bright back on that sheep. You're not using gouache.
No, this is what about all what about. The way she did it is she painted the background and then she used paper towel to wipe off the paint, to get rid of the paint. So you have those white part.
Yeah.
And then when it's totally dry, and then you do that part, and then you sprinkle the salt. And you wait until it's totally dry. You use your paint to paint the sheep. And that's
Can
it.
you use the cotton? The cotton for
Cotton?
No, we just use paper towel.
paper towel?
Yeah, just paper towel to get rid of the
Cotton might
paint.
work.
No,
It probably would. I mean, as long as it's absorbent, you could use a sock. You get creative, but yeah.
And I think one thing about watercolor is I like it's unpredictable because you don't know how the paint is going to form.
That, but the soap, soap, that you apply on the thing. Then it work wonder in the
Yeah,
background.
make it like a snow thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like it.
Awesome. And you got one more. Just wanted to show this.
Okay, the flower card. That's a picture I took when I went to Hawaii last year, and I saw a lady. She painted this. She called lobster claw. The plant. So I said, oh, I have one of the pictures. So I went to find out the picture, and I tried to paint it.
So nice feedback time.
Well, anyway, that's I think like first one or two attempted to do watercolor, but I like it. I kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but I like it. I like it. Oh, the bird, it's the same thing. You sprinkle the salt.
Cute. I love that you're loosening up and getting almost illustrative and rounder and cuter in your words. So, is that something you want to kind of hone in on, or
Yeah, I
some
think
sort of
that next semester,
is coming? Yeah.
yeah, the second part of semester, I want to, well, since I learned oil and acrylic first, so make it harder when I try to do watercolor, because I always have my color too dark first, so then I cannot go back. So I want to be patient to be more to do better in watercolor, and I also want to loosen up. Yeah, like a sheep.
You didn't have to be impatient for doing that. But that's a lot of colors to apply,
Yeah.
Anyone want to say anything else before she finishes up here? Yeah, it doesn't get old. It really doesn't. It's always interesting. Cool. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
All right. All right, we got just one more. Or Hershey, did you want to show anything? No? Okay. Zong Mai? No? All right. Well, yeah, if we want to see mine, we can. Do we want to, or we just want to go home early? Are you sure? Okay. All right. I'll put the timer on like the rest of you. Okay, so, geez, what do I even get started with? I'll talk about the things that I've had the most difficulty with. And that's going to be with people. I'm continuing to have difficulty. God, I wish she was here. She would be able to help me. But I'm painting. I'm trying to paint people more like myself. I'm getting likeness okay, but it's just coming out a little munchy. looks munchy. It just looks like I once had a teacher tell me my work looked like a bag of walnuts. It looks like a bag of walnuts. It's got little bumps and divots, and it doesn't really look smooth, you know. So it's something that I'm kind of trying to get down. I did some in here actually. These are a bit better, but I've just kind of pushed myself more and more to get better. Let's see, where is it? Cut this up. I have too many pieces of artwork in here. Where is it? There's one that I did of. It's just not going to be in here. Oh, here. I did some movie characters. There we are. I got Bruce Lee, the guy from that one Apple show. Forgot what it's called. And then, Severance. Yes. Oh, so good. And then this other guy that was in the Korean movie. What is it called? Basically, there's like a family living underneath the rich person's house. What's that called? Forgot.
I saw that.
Anyways, so I just like the lighting. I'm really proud of it though. But kind of painting like in a watercolor sense. But I started goofing around with painting more flat. I got too much stuff. Oh my god. Oh, I think it's... Did I not bring it? Okay, no, I got it. I need to sell my work. That's what I need to do. But I was doing some works like this of just like full figures. And I was just really trying to block out shapes and trying to keep things flatter, simpler. Almost thinking like a child in a way. Kind of thinking like, what flat color would this person all around be? So, and also trying to play around with being more creative and less dependent on my YouTube, because I have a serious addiction with YouTube. And yeah. So what I started doing was I have an app on my phone where it won't let me go onto YouTube until I spend 15 minutes on the most boring app of all time. And that's my timer. I literally put on a timer for 15 minutes. And I'm just starting to do like meditating. So all that's going to do, I know it's like all spiritual and stuff. I'm not trying to do it spiritually. I think it's more brainy than you think it is. Because all that it's doing is slowing you down so that you don't feel like you need information or you need answers, because you have it yourself. I think the most important thing is to slow down and to be able to kind of like get rid of that kind of dopamine needed brain. So I started meditating twice a day.
Do you think that yoga will do that?
Huh?
Yoga.
I'm doing it twice a day, 15 minutes.
How did you learn the yoga then?
How to meditate?
How did you learn the yoga then?
He's talking about yoga.
Yoga.
How did you learn that?
How did I learn yoga? I don't know yoga.
Oh, I thought that was
It's literally all it is.
meditating, you know.
Yeah. There's more spiritual aspects to it, but I'm not interested in it too much. I do it more for myself and it's helped me a lot, because it's like after I spend just 15 minutes of just turning my brain off, I repeat words in my head. It's part of the whole transcendental meditation thing that a famous artist has used that I really look up to. And you say just some random word over and over again that means nothing, and just to get your mind off of everything. Yeah, so I've been spending 15 minutes twice a day, and I've been noticing that I need YouTube less. Like I have less of that dependency. So like that's been like the hardest struggle, I think. Painting is like one thing, but that's I feel like that's how I've gotten so much of these artworks is getting off of that dependency of a thing, replacing it with arting. So feedback.
When you paint, you don't take pictures, you paint on the site.
Yes, not most of the time. I will always have something to look at. It's so hard for me to paint like having this with me at all times, having a little sketchbook, something that I could fit in my little side purse. I heard another artist say that he's just got a purse on him, and I can go to a hot dog place and paint the interior, and maybe a hot dog later on. Yeah, we're all thinking about that. We got so much food back there. That's great to paint. But yeah, I can't imagine what my practice would be if it weren't for having painting something in front of me. It's so hard for me to like use images and stuff, but I think that goes down to like getting sidetracked online, stuff like that. Yeah. Why do I feel nervous? I'm like always up here. I don't know. I'm like just showing off my artwork, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, feedback, critiques, please. I'm teaching too. That's another artwork that I'm trying to work on too. So maybe teaching, I'm like, I'd take any criticism. I'm all for truth over hurt feelings, but I always listen. Upsets me about teaching?
Yeah, not when you teach it. Because we are at a different level now. So your paintings, you have a certain style.
Mm.
You're still learning.
Mm.
You're struggling. You're trying to teach us. Like, why can't you get it or something like that?
Oh, like frustration? Not so much, Like if you guys even get it halfway, I'm happy. Because it's like at least you got some of it, and I see it furthering your art in a small manner. That's the most important thing. Is that it's not that it's that you've become masters at it. I'm not expecting that at all from you guys. I'm just expecting you guys to get something out of it, use it, and play with it. Whether it looks correct or not correct, doesn't matter. Does it change the mood of your painting? Does it change how we feel when we look at an image, and what tools you have to convey what you want your image to do? So, yeah. So, cool. All right. I think my timer should have gone off by now, but yeah. No, literally first thing next week, we're going to do some gradient, some value studies. So we'll be learning mid-tone, highlights, and shadows, and how to break that down in blocky ways. So it's going to be good. All right. Cool. Well, thank you guys so much. Today's been a long, brainy day.
Thank you so much.
We probably got a bunch of leftovers, so grab a plate. And did you guys need any help with materials? I can help you out with materials. Okay. That's great. You know what? Do what you gotta do, and I love hearing that you're ready to go and come back when you're ready. So I'll keep you in the pocket. I'll interrupt you. Yeah.
I can do it. I usually don't know that saying.
You forgot your artwork
No,
today.
I didn't.
Okay. Yeah, next week a few people had to leave early, so they're gonna be showing your work. So if you want to, you want to talk, you want to show it to your work. Okay. Okay. All right, good. I love to hear it. Well, I'll see you next week then, and I'm excited to see what you bring. All right. So, where are you today? Usually this. Yeah. Cool. So,
for instance,
so and that's everything you have there? Okay. Oh. So water
It was a gift.
Oh, okay. Did you do work at Bloomingdale's? Or?
And an event.
Oh, cool.
Makeup.
I'm sorry. Is it okay if I open it? Okay. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Better. I throw that out. So, did you have like tubes?
Yeah, I don't remember the brand.
The brand? Okay.
no, because we are beginning, so we are not using it's a very high quality color. Because it's not really
What? She's so cute.
gotten from Dollar Tree.
Oh, nice. Thank you. That's good. Good stuff. All right. Do you have a little spritz bottle?
No, we didn't get that.
I need to get one of those too. So spritz bottle, I would get if you have a little piece of paper you could write it down. The shopping list. Do you have what people do you have? This is all you have?
Yeah.
Okay. So small is better. You don't need it to be too So spritz bottle will help you kind of get the water, get those paints nice and wet. Cool. This is good for painting in class. Really large. So I would recommend it. I'm not going to require it, but just if you're going outside, you guys are going to go together to a park or clean out in nature, having something smaller to be a lot
I
easier.
haven't done so much picture yet.
But
I have not done
you
so
saw
much
how
picture
to do
yet.
that.
Plus, photos and things like that.
I would recommend that. I have on the
I
syllabus,
have the
if you
canvas,
look at
but I have not done any major shapes, coloring.
the
Yeah.
I have like
Sometimes I
Oh,
will
right.
place.
yeah. And so I always recommend 100% watercolor, which this isn't because it doesn't take cotton anywhere. They would brag about it because it's crazy. It just does this beautiful bleeding. Like this blue here. Does that really hot. You might have a hard time with this. So you know, if you're having problems with the paper, that might be the problem. But people work with it. So you can tell.
Yeah, this is like.
Yeah, I like rough. I like it rough. That's some way.
Yeah.
Oh, and then sketchbook. So cheap paper. This is something that you can just kind of doodle on, draw on. So you can practically see through it. This is just to kind of practice. So we're going to be doing both drawing and paper. So I have a sketchbook for both of you guys. You guys probably share that. Sketchbook, just a simple printer paper. That's the kind of quality we're talking about. Something that you draw, put the ideas down, stuff like that. Definitely. So sketchbook. Got it. Oh, and so that's the cotton one. This is not the cotton. This is just a sketch.
Maybe we use this fried rice.
For drawing? No.
No, for sketch.
No.
Oh,
Because-
because the paper is
Yeah, because this look, this comes with 30 pages. This comes with 100. So you can use 3 pages and you have no fear drawing, just lines, no painting. Doesn't matter about painting. This is just some cheap paper that it's gonna take a long.
Pencil sharpener.
Pencil
Local-
sharpener.
local
Yes.
book.
Oh, micron pen.
Can I ask,
Not
can I
hands.
ask a question? What are we going to do next week?
Next week we're going to do some body studies. So we'll kind of break things down in gray, black, and white before filthy time in this class this semester. I don't think we have it. Because people are asking and like that's just the answer. We'll do it one more time
Okay. Is
and then we'll
this,
do a demo of I'll find something.
I'll see you. Thank you.
All right, sure thing.
Nikon pen.
So,
Do you have a pen to borrow us? Our pencil?
so pen. So yeah, you want a micron pen. So micron is waterproof. Where is it? There it is. Nice and thick. So this is cotton water color paper, and this is also a sketchbook. So there's 2 different things. Sketchbook, cheap, and paper. And then and then micron marker. You have no pencil sharpener? No? Okay, okay. Micron marker. I love 0.08. This is my favorite. It's really thick, which is nice because you can draw really lightly. You can draw really thick. This is micron. And so when you paint on top of this special ink, it won't move. The line stays there. So we'll be playing around with that too. I think that's it.
That's it?
I think so. If you want to look at any of the materials, I have them on here.
Yeah, we can scan.
Yeah, you can just kind of scan it and just kind of cover up like this one. I'm gonna say if you want to do gouache, you can, but you have all the watercolor stuff, so you can still look at the materials. I still have the sketchbooks on there. If you want to look at those or the marker, there's also like there's a I don't have it. It's all falling apart, but there's this thing. It's on Amazon. It's on the list. It comes with like all the sizes and the light, which is like really helpful. They even have a little like, thick line pen. That's really fun. So this is cool. Yeah. So you can get some really expressive lines. But that comes with a little pack there. And that's also the same brand, so the same thing. Yeah. Yeah. I might, there might be stuff on the list there that you like. So don't need to buy everything all over again. Yeah. And then this stuff will last you forever. So you probably won't have to buy this again. So invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Get the good stuff.
It's just throwing these off for two times or one time, two times maybe.
Oh really?
Yes.
Got canceled after the second class.
Oh, you had it with the other guy.
Yeah.
We have so much left over. We avoided the veggies. Now I have to eat them all.
Yeah, you take it home.
Vegetables.
It's for dinner.
Sure.
To wrap them up and get to me.
Well, I'm excited to have you guys.
Yeah, thank you
And
so much.
welcome.
See you.
All right. See you next time. All right. Ooh, yeah.
Did you bring the cake?
No, I don't know who did. What?
You know, I will cost him much test.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I never eat pasta.
Oh, yeah. How about that? They're probably gonna clean everything.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll get some sweet and sour sauce. Yeah, that's awesome. And we got a full size. We got another party after this too.
Oh, you have another class?
No. I mean, I'm saying in this class. We got two parties this semester, so.
Yes, yes. The Olympics, right?
Huh?
The Olympics,
Oh.
you have another partner?
We have another art show there.
Oh, I see.
So, and we also have two field trips. Kind of back to back, really. During the winter, it's kind of crazy. I just have to-
Okay.
Did you not want these?
I'm sorry?
Did you not want these?
No,
Fatten me up. All right, have a good one. Mhm. Okay. Thanks for coming to class. Oh, gorgeous portraits, yummy colors, like the ambiance. Oh, I'm sorry, I just read this now. All right. Thank you, each of you. That's so lovely. Thank you so much. It means a lot. I'll be sure to tell the students. Bye bye.